yogis, welcome back to Elevate Yoga. My name is Jessica. When I have an overwhelming sense of anxiety or feeling uneasy, one of my favorite remedies is to simply come to my mat. To come to my mat with simple postures, easy postures, nothing too strenuous, nothing fancy at all, just with the goal of to breathe, to feel, and to heal. So I am having those feelings today. Maybe you are too. I invite you to practice with me with the goal to alleviate some of that anxiety, and hopefully we both feel better at the end. I have a large cushion here, so this is going to serve as my bolster. If you have a bolster, great, grab that. Otherwise, grab a large pillow or those cushions behind you on your couch. Those work perfectly. I also have two blocks. If you have those, go ahead and grab them. Press play on your optional Spotify playlist. And let's get started seated today on our bolster cushion pillow. So elevating the hips just a bit to sit comfortably here. You can sit cross-legged if it feels okay. If you want even more elevation to sit comfortably upright, you can always place a block underneath the cushion as well. So sit tall, settle in, relax your shoulders down away from your ears. And when you're ready, go ahead and gently close your eyes. Start with your natural breath, not changing anything quite yet. Taking a moment to notice the state of your breathing. Are you breathing more into your chest or your belly? Is your breathing short and quick or slow and smooth? There is no right or wrong answer. You're just simply observing, taking note. Noticing how the front of your body expands with each inhale and how your body naturally gets a little heavier with each exhale. Noticing the texture of your breath, the temperature of your breath, the shape change in your body as you transition from breathing in to breathing out. When you're ready, slowly turn your focus to your physical body and take a slow scan from head to toe. Take your time with this. Again, just observing, not changing, and certainly not judging, being easy on yourself today. If you're feeling that underlying sense of anxiety, of nervousness or sadness, uneasiness, see if you can pinpoint a physical part of your body that you feel that in. And if you can, send your breath there. And as you continue to scan down your body, remember to scan those small areas like fingers and toes. How is everything physically feeling? Sometimes emotions and what's going on mentally can transfer and translate into some physical discomfort. And then we'll start with an equal breathing exercise. So when you're ready, go ahead and empty all of your air out. We'll inhale to a 4 count. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, and pause for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, and pause 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, and pause 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. pause, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. And pause, 2, 3, 4. Come back to your natural breathing. Go ahead and blink your eyes open. And for the remainder of practice, just continue with that natural breath, not changing anything, but that equal breathing helps to slow down and helps to relax our central nervous system. So gently come up to tabletop. You're going to slide your cushion out from under you. And then just come back to having a seat on your mat, coming into Badakanasana. So soles of your feet together, knees open wide. Make sure you have a good amount of space between your pelvis and your heels. I'm going to grab my blocks, and this is completely optional. We're going to come to a forward fold. I'll use my blocks, so behind my heels, just to rest my forehead down onto the block. Again, this forehead rest is completely optional, but as you come to your forward fold, keep it nice and passive. So you're not yanking on anything or forcing anything. When we feel anxious or sad, our tendency is to curl up. And it almost gives us a sense that we are physically protecting our heart. Oftentimes people will give us the advice of hold your head high or chin up, but it might not be the right time for that. So when you get on your mat, when you have this feeling of anxiety or sadness or feeling uneasy, it's okay to come to a more nurturing posture where you're closing your heart, where you're protecting your heart. Most yoga classes and yoga teachers will cue you to expand through your chest and open the heart area. When we're dealing with these emotions, it's okay to allow yourself to close off and protect. Slowly, please come all the way up to seated. Now we're going to come out to a straddle. So bring your legs wide, just as wide as what's comfortable. You're going to take one of your blocks, if you have them, a little further away from your pelvis on the tallest side. Now, the second block is going to be on the medium side, a little closer to you. Grab your bolster or your cushion, and you're just going to set it right on top of your blocks. And then we're going to come to a nice, easy and passive forward fold right here as well. You can turn your head to one side and just rest your cheek on the bolster or pillow. And still coming to a nurturing posture, protecting your heart. We'll be here for a total of 2 minutes. I will cue you at the 1 minute mark to turn your head if you'd like. And turn your head to look to the opposite side. And as you're lying in each posture, thoughts will come up, feelings will come up. Remember that it all is valid. What you're feeling is okay. Continue to breathe. Continue to observe your feelings. And remember that the only way out is through. Slowly, carefully come all the way back up to seated. Take your time. Now we're going to come to tabletop on our mat. So make sure your cushion and your blocks are easily accessible. I'm going to place my blocks toward the top of my mat and then cushion just right off to the side for now. We'll use that just in a moment. So come to tabletop on all fours and let's create some movement here. So you can come through cat and cow. You can move side to side if you'd like, forward and back. Child's pose is another one of those very nurturing postures that helps to protect your heart and protect your emotion. So you're welcome to take a few breaths there. And even on days that are uneasy or unsettling, if you come to your mat and lay in child's pose, that is a perfect practice. But if you're ready to add on, go ahead and place your cushion right in front of you, horizontal on your mat. And you're going to come up to standing on your knees behind the cushion. Just step your right foot in front of that cushion. Fingertips down toward the ground. Let's come into half pigeon. So toe heel your right foot over toward the left side of your mat. And now this cushion, this bolster is going to be right underneath your pelvis for some support here. Flex your right ankle. Take a few breaths as you start to settle into this posture. And then when you're ready, go ahead and come to your version of a forward fold. I'm going to grab my block. This is, again, completely optional. Bring my forehead down to the block. We will be here for 2 minutes. And although you're just using your natural breathing, you can still continue to work with your breath in each posture. With each inhale, think about creating space in your hips. With each exhale, allow your body to soften just a bit. We hold a lot of physical tension from our emotions in our hips. So it's normal if you feel a little bit more vulnerable or a little more emotional as you come into a posture like pigeon pose. Allow yourself to feel through it. And you're at home right now, so if you want to cry, you can in pigeon. I know I have definitely shed plenty of tears coming into pigeon pose. Slowly press back up onto your palms. And then however you'd like to get back to your tabletop, I'm just going to slide over onto my right hip. Step back, take a round or two of cat and cow if you'd like. Come back up to standing on your knees. Step your left foot forward, fingertips down on the ground. Toe heel your left foot over toward the right side of your mat. Make sure your pelvis is supported. Before you forward fold, just take a few breaths to settle in. When you're ready, on your next exhale, come to your version of a forward fold. Slowly come back up onto your palms. Take your time making your way back to your tabletop. And take one more round or two of cat and cow if you'd like. All right, we'll have a seat on our mat. So face one direction and your blocks and your cushion are going to be behind you. So we're going to set our blocks up similar to how we did in our straddle forward fold, but tallest side on the block furthest away from you, and then medium side on the block closest to you. You will set your cushion right on top of the blocks. Now you're going to turn so you're facing the right side of your mat. So right shin is parallel to the right side of your mat. Left shin is parallel to the top of your mat. Slide your right hip all the way up against your bolster or your cushion. You're going to turn your torso so you're facing the cushion. Take an inhale. Then on your next exhale, you'll slowly walk your hands forward and bring your chest and your torso onto the bolster. Now you can either look toward the left, rest your chin in the center of the bolster, or gaze toward the right if it feels okay on your neck. Bring your forearms down to the ground and just rest, release right here in this gentle, easy twist. Slowly press back up. Turn back to center. You're just going to windshield wiper your knees up and over. So now you're facing the left side of your mat, right shin parallel to the top of your mat, left shin parallel to the left side of your mat. Make sure your left hip bone is touching your bolster. You'll turn your torso, so now you're facing your bolster and your blocks. Take an inhale, and then when you're ready, go ahead and walk your hands forward and chest and torso down onto the bolster for an easy, easy twist. And this twist is still nurturing us and protecting our heart. Slowly press all the way back up. Keep your bolster and your blocks exactly how they are. Just turn to face the front of your mat now. Now scoot your tailbone so it's touching the bolster. Soles of your feet together, knees open wide. If you're ready to begin to expand your chest and open your heart, then follow me back into supported fish. We'll lie back onto the bolster, arms down beside your body, palms face up. Close your eyes if it feels okay. Allowing gravity to draw your shoulders out and down. The gentle chest expansion. After we took some time to take care of ourselves, to nurture our feelings, to protect our emotions, we come to a moment when we are ready again to receive. Open to good, open to new beauty. You can take this time to just continue to connect to your breath. Maybe you're reflecting on the situation that has you feeling down and what those possible silver linings are, or what you've learned from the situation. Or maybe you take this time to simply do nothing. Please stay here for as long as your schedule allows. Thank you so much for practicing with me today, and namaste.